My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist. I'm coming to you from my art studio today to talk to artists today. Today I want to talk about create artwork that you love. Okay, I've made some videos similar to this, but this one's with a twist. Create art that you love. If you're a landscape painter, like myself, I do everything, but but I do a lot of landscapes. If you're a landscape painter, you do that kind of stuff. That's your jam. Don't be so concerned about. See, the reason I say this before I go on, it's because I used to share studio space and know other artists, or and this thing would pop up either by me or someone else. We don't kind of just end up hearing this. I paint landscapes, but if I did abstracts, I would sell them faster, or I would be having a better chance of showing them in galleries, or this or that, or the grass is greener kind of thing. What I'm trying to say here is do what you love. Don't be concerned with that, with doing something because that might sell better, or people might like that more. People might, it is my belief that it doesn't matter what you paint, what you photograph, whatever you do, it's going to be just as hard to just punch through and get it in the market. It doesn't matter whether you're doing, paint replicas, or you're doing some very avant-garde stuff, or stuff that everybody likes. You're doing, whatever it is that people think that everybody likes. I guess everybody likes different stuff. It doesn't matter what you do. It applies the same thing in music. Oh, if I played maybe, pop, as opposed to this electronic, super airy, rock and roll, I might get a bigger audience, or this or that. That's not necessarily true. The thing is that it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to require the same amount of push. See, it all comes down to an audience. It all comes down to a platform. It comes down to who's seeing you, who's watching you, and who's raising their hand and say, I like that. It's not what you do, it's the context, it's where you put it. It's the, in other words, it's the channel that you put it on. Okay, so if you're a painter like myself, it doesn't really matter what I paint. What matters is that enough people are seeing it, and enough of the right people. As soon as I get enough people seeing it, then enough of the right people. It might be a small number. The small number keeps getting bigger of the people that might raise their hand and say, I'd like to buy that. So it comes down to that. It has nothing to do with what your artwork is like. So get that out of your head. Just get to the market. Get your artwork, your vision, whatever. Blog. Take it to the galleries. Do whatever you have to do. If you're a musician, play the local shows until everybody in the local scene knows you. And then, I was a musician. I guess I still am a musician, but I used to play a lot. I used to be a guitarist. And I would see how the local musicians, the ones that grinded locally really hard, started getting traction. They started getting momentum. And before you knew it, some time went by, and it was the same musicians not playing in different venues, not playing in national venues or international venues. And that's just how everything gets going, But first they started there. They started in their town or somewhere else or whatever, but they did everything they could. They played just about every bar in that town, and then they start moving up. I'll leave you with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist. Do what you love. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be just as difficult to push it into the market. Thank you so much for watching.